Hi everyone, and welcome to Paper Pumpkin Week here on Creative Chelsea. Today I'm sharing with you my third alternative project created with the June 2024 Paper Pumpkin Kit called Life is Sweet. This kit creates 9 cards, 3 in these 3 different designs. What I like to do each month is take the contents from the kit and create alternative projects. And sometimes I'll use maybe some extra cardstock or dies that I have on hand. So especially I've been using these fun Thanks and Beyond dies. They're made to coordinate perfectly with the last 3 Paper Pumpkin kits, the ones from April, May, and June. So I've just really had fun using these die cuts. So if you don't have these and you are a regular Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you may consider adding them to your next order. So Paper Pumpkin is a monthly subscription kit, and usually they have cards, sometimes they have other crafting projects, and I just really love receiving it in the mail each month. If you're interested in getting the next kit, you'll want to check out the link in the description box below and to learn how to subscribe. Today, I'm going to be using the contents of the kit to create my third project, which is this beautiful Miss You greeting card with some fruit on the left, as well as a fun technique on how you can color the glimmer paper to really make it pop on your card. So let's go ahead and get started. So for this card, we're going to use the Peach Pie Cardbase that came in the kit. Go ahead and trim it in half along the score line, and then save one for a future card, and then we're going to use the other for our card today. Yesterday, we created some scraps from the project. We've got a blue card base that we've trimmed down, and then we also have our Shy Shamrock envelope that we've trimmed down, and we've got the back of that envelope. Let's go ahead and begin with our blue. We're going to cut this to a 3.5 inch square. So go ahead and begin with that long edge along the top, trim to 3.5 inches. And then I think that it's 3.5 inches already. So that's perfect. So you just need to cut it off one side to get 3.5 inches. For the Shy Shamrock, we're going to cut this to 3.25 by 3 3/4. So let's go ahead and trim off the top, and that's going to give us that 3.25 dimension. And then we just need to trim it off so that we can remove this double layer on each side. And there should be plenty of paper here. So just kind of get a feeling to where that double layer is, and then remove it. And then go ahead and rotate to 3 3/4 and cut again. And these scraps here, you can go ahead and throw away. I do have a fun coloring technique that I want to do on this Shy Shamrock envelope piece. I wanted there to be a little bit of texture that's just peeking out from behind. So what I've done is I've taken my Shy Shamrock ink spot, and I'm going to flip it around and use this front edge, and I'm going to just drag it across to create kind of a stripe pattern all the way across my Shy Shamrock envelope piece. And it doesn't have to be even or straight. You can even go kind of back and forth. You can go in and kind of just darken up the ends that will be shown as well. But it's just kind of a fun technique that's really quite easy to do. And then of course, clean this up off your glass mat. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take that blue piece and layer it right over that Shy Shamrock piece, and you can see that beautiful pattern coming out. Maybe I'll give you a quick close-up of this so that you can see how it kind of looks. You can see that it's not perfect, but it definitely is fun and quick and easy. And when you need kind of like a striped or pattern piece, you can create it on your own instead of trying to find some pattern paper that matches your project. So go ahead and add that horizontally behind your blue piece with just a little bit showing on each side. Next, you're going to grab the 3 different fruits here. We've got the short cherry piece. We have the lighter peach piece with the leaf going off to the left. And then we have this smaller lemon piece with the leaf going off to the right. I do want to darken the leaves of the cherry. So I did this for a previous alternative project, and all you need is just a blender, a brush, a blending brush, and then a darker green. And I'm going to use shaded spruce. Tap off a little bit of that ink and then just kind of blend it onto the leaves. And it just makes them just a little darker so that they pop against this blue background. Because if you don't do that, then they blend in really too well and you don't see them. So go ahead and add a dimensional behind each fruit, and we're just going to kind of start stacking them on the left side. I started with the peach, and then I did the lemon. I wanted the lemon to be, the leaf of the lemon to be close to the peach so that it wasn't kind of just standing out all by itself. And then the cherries are at an angle, kind of coming off to the left a little bit. So I feel like that was a nice composition that you can use and creates a nice fun visual and vertical element here on the left. Let's go ahead and grab our Miss You greeting. I've kept them in this little baggie so that I didn't accidentally lose that little dot here. For this technique of coloring the glimmer paper, you do need to have some alcohol markers, and Stampin' Up! Has alcohol blends is what they call them. And I'm going to grab some scratch paper as well. Here, this one might be a little, well, we'll just use this one. This is just going to protect my glass mat. And you're going to place these up on that scratch paper. And we're going to color directly onto the glimmer paper with our alcohol marker. I'm going to use the dark basic black marker. And when you do this, you want to use the flat side of the marker. Don't use the tip, or it's definitely going to make that tip, what it's frayed, that's the word. You're going to fray your tip if you're not careful. So just use the black or the flat side of your black marker. You could use a different color here as well. Maybe you want to do shaded spruce, so it's kind of coordinates with that dark green. I thought black was just going to really stand out nicely, so that's what I went with here. I'm going to use the cap, or maybe use my take a pick tool would be better here with this small one. So once you have colored it, go ahead and add some dimensionals, and then you're going to place them on your card in the bottom right area. And I started with you, and I'm going to place that so the it just kind of hugs that cherry right there. And then you'll take Miss and add that right on top. It's going to overlap the lemon just a little bit, so keep that in mind as you place it. And then you can take your dot and add it right over the eye. So you've got this really cute, nice and bold greeting that is still really shimmery and shiny and just a darker color. And like I said, you could use any color here to make that greeting stand out. I'm going to go ahead and pop it onto my card with dimensionals along the back. But before I do that, I need to add my peach card base to the front of another card base. And I decided to use Petal Pink. It's kind of this light pink orange color. And I think it looks really nice with this pattern. So it's not a perfect match, but I felt like the peach pie was a little bit too strong of a card base color. And I didn't want to do just white, but if you want to do white, you can. Go ahead and apply that to the front. There'll be no border. It's just a nice solid card front. And then you'll place your greeting and the fruit kind of near the top. And then you're going to go ahead and place your greeting and your fruit on the card base. Place it in the center, but closer to the top than the bottom. It just kind of makes it feel a little bit more pleasing to the eye. From here, you can add any embellishments, and however many you want. I'm going to do 5. So I've got a large one there, 2 of the small vanilla pearls near the cherries, and then 2 more up near the greeting. And my card is all done. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching me create this fun card today. If you're interested in getting your own Paper Pumpkin subscription, you can do so using the link in the description box below. If you would like to see written instructions or close-up images on how I created this card, you can visit my blog, creativechelsea.com. Thanks so much for watching. Have a creative day. Bye.